Hey y'all, it's Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. We're here for day 3, live number 6 of our the Create and Decorate event that I've been doing this week. Are you ready for it? Kelly dared me to do that. Kelly dared me. Are you ready for it? Come on in, you guys. I'm ready for this. I am so pumped and so excited. It has been a fun week. I hope you guys have been having fun too. Hello, Tanya and Brenda. Hello. Long time no see. How you guys been for the past 45 minutes since the last time I saw you? Hope you're good. I had a little lunch. Kelly and I have been chit-chatting. We've been getting set up over here. And I'm very excited this morning we created, and now this afternoon, you know the drill, we're decorating. So I am standing in my living room and we are getting ready to work on a little bit of my bookshelves here behind me. And we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. So when you hop on, if you guys would once again share this video, I would super duper appreciate it. Hey, Lisa and Teresa and Barb. Hello. And Vicky, how's it going? Kelly's here with me again. Come see her cute little holiday cheer shirt. Oh, don't we look festive? And show them our bracelets.
Oh, yes.
Our bracelets, we are ready. Are you ready for it?
We're ready.
Baby, let the games begin. Okay, I'll stop. Taylor's not till this weekend, and I'm not Taylor, so I'm not going to put on a concert. But we're excited. Okay, hello, Janice and Christina. Hello. Thank you, Barb, for sharing. I want to know, as we get this kicked off, what has been your favorite live from this week? So we had ornament making, Christmas tree decorating, wreath jazzing up, and then mudroom decorating. And then this morning we made 2 printable crafts, and this live doesn't count because it hasn't happened yet. But out of the ones that I have already done, which one has been your favorite? I would love to know that. I would also love to know if you have learned something this week that you didn't know coming into this week. And if so, what it is. I have a lot of questions. The other thing I want to know is that if you have found a way to get connected this week, because this is about creating, decorating, and getting connected further into the Wilshire community. So if you've joined Pillow Cover Club or Printable Club or the DC, will you let us know what you have joined this week? I would love to know all of that in the comments. So, 3 people in a row saying the ornaments were their favorite. The ornaments are always fun. Like, ornaments are never a bad idea. They're always fun. They're always cute. Yes, if you're still catching up and you haven't watched all the replays, no worries. You don't have to vote yet. You can, let me know later. But of course, all the replays are available for y'all to go back and watch. Audrey says ornaments and the Christmas tree. Awesome. Well, I have loved it all. I don't know what my favorite has been. My favorite has just been the whole Christmas, like having it help bring me into the Christmas spirit and get me excited about what all is to come and being able to hang out with you guys and connect with you guys. It's been awesome. Lisa joined Printable Club and she's thinking about the DC. Come on over, Lisa. We'd love to have you. You need a Hobby Lobby run to do ornaments. I hear ya. You loved all 3. Thank you, Mitzi. Ornaments, but you've loved everything. Awesome. All right, friends, we're going to get started this afternoon. So I'm kind of a little sad that this is our last one, but don't be too sad because you're still going to be seeing me. I'm still going to be around. I'm going to be all the places, but this is officially the last live of this event. And this is what we're doing. I'm in my living room. These are my built-in bookshelves. You're only seeing a portion of them. And as a matter of fact, I still have pumpkins over on this side because I haven't taken down all my fall stuff. But we went ahead and cleared this side so that we could decorate a little bit. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is something that I think is going to help y'all not only with Christmas and Christmas decor, but with all the months or all the times of year, okay? Tanya joined the DC. You learned things you did not think about doing when decorating a tree. Awesome, Tanya. So glad to have you. So there is something in decorating that once you get the hang of this, I promise you, you guys, it's going to make your life so much easier. It's going to make your decor stand out even prettier. It's going to make you look like you are this professional decorator, and you don't have to be, you guys. I'm not a professional. Nothing professional about me. So, but if you can get the hang of this, it's going to help you a lot, okay? And that is creating vignettes. And if you are in the DC or you've been around for a while, you've probably heard me talk about this a million times over, because it's probably the most important piece of decorating when it comes to like the finishing touches, not like rug sizes and, you know, curtains and things like that, but the, just the smaller things or whatever. So a vignette is just a fancy word for a grouping of objects. When you are creating a vignette, you want to think in odd numbers. Don't ask me why this is the case, but it just is. When you're using odd numbers, it's going to be more appealing to the eye. So one item isn't really a vignette, but that's just a big singular item. Then you can do a grouping of 3 or a grouping of 5. I would say 3 and 5 are probably the most common numbers. That's not to say you couldn't have a grouping of 7 things or something, but for the most part, you really want to stick to 3 and 5. This can apply to bookshelves. It can apply to a console table. It can apply to the end of your mantle. Like if you've got a focal piece in the middle and you're wanting to do some things on the ends, you're going to create vignettes, okay? Where else, Kelly, do you use vignettes? Bookshelves, console tables, mantles, end tables. I mean, any kind of surface, basically, that you're a kitchen counter. If you're putting something on the kitchen counter, you want to create a little vignette. Doing it in odd numbers, groupings of 3 or 5, it's going to be more appealing to the eye, and it's going to it's going to give your items like purpose. Yes, on trays, Jen. Yes, you would do you can use vignettes on trays too. Instead of what you don't want to do, especially, and this live is not really about bookshelf styling. It's about vignettes that we're creating on the bookshelf. But an example of this, of what you wouldn't want to do, is just set all your Christmas stuff up here. Okay, you might have a tendency to just want to, you know, line it all up so people can see all the things. They ain't going to know where to look. You're going to have too much stuff, and they're going to be like, I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do. So if you create these little clusters and these groupings of your decor, it's going to allow your items to shine. Now, a lot of times with holidays, I keep some of my everyday decor, like fall over here. I've got some of my everyday stuff with pumpkin mixed in. For Christmas, I tend to kind of go all out. Now, I'll leave a couple family pictures and a couple things, but for the most part, I got a lot of Christmas stuff, so I want to use it. So we've kind of cleared the shelves to start. So we're going to start down here at the bottom, and we're going to create a little vignette of 3 items. So we'll start with our biggest item. Let's do the big tree down there. No, yeah. You're like, what? How soon we forget? When you're doing a vignette, you want to think in small, medium, large, okay? Small, medium, large. You want to have a variety of sizes. You want to have different textures, different, you know, colors, whatever your color scheme is. You want to try and, you know, coordinate your colors. If your bookshelves are half your shelves, not as long, do one side or the other. I'm not sure I fully understand. But yeah, if your bookshelf is not as long as mine, you could just do one singular, like if you have a smaller bookcase, you would just be doing one vignette on one of the shelves, I think, if I understand you correctly. But I'm going to use this little tree that I've had for a while. I think that came from Target, but years ago. And we're just going to set that there, right there, kind of in the middle. Thanks, Teresa. And that's going to be our large item, okay? So then we're going to do our medium item, which I thought it would be so cute to bring over my little DIY tree that I made last week on the page. And we're gonna set that right there. So you can see how, and I'll bring this closer here soon once we get it decorated, but we've got our tall, or our large, and our medium, and now we're gonna wanna do a little grouping of a small item. So I'm gonna use this little tree here that, again, I've had for a hot minute. I don't know where that one came from. And we're just going to set that right there. And now we've got our little grouping. We've got large, medium, small. You don't have to have a ton of height variation between the 3 sizes. What you don't want, let's see, hand me something. Dun, dun, dun. maybe even this, because that's pretty small. Okay, here's another little thing, but if I was to use this right here, that just looks a little too small with that grouping. So you want to be sure that you get some good balance between your small, medium, large. You don't want large, medium, and then like a tiny little thing, if that makes sense. So you just want it to kind of flow. You want it to be easy on the eye. So, and it takes some playing around. Here's one thing, a common misconception. You guys often see the finished product, right? I get the bookshelf styled, I style them. Oh my gosh, you make it look so easy. If y'all think that I get this right on the first time, that's usually not the case. It takes a lot of, let's try this tree. No, that one doesn't look good. Let's try this. You know, take a step back, take a picture, look at all the things. Now, every now and then I get it right on the first try. And if I do, that's a good day, but it doesn't always happen that way. So you have to kind of play around. Yes, keep a good scale for sure. Angela says, why do I struggle with this? Because it makes sense every time you show us. I don't know. I think it honestly just takes practice. It takes practice. The more you do it, the more you play with your decor, because that's what we're doing, the better and easier, the better you'll get and the easier it'll get. Okay, so I'm going to switch this back out. And literally that is all we're going to do for a little grouping of 3. That's it, you guys. And we've made a cute little statement in that corner. We've clustered them together. We've given them a little home together versus setting this like this. Okay? That don't look good. That doesn't look good. That just looks like somebody just came and threw the stuff down without caring about what they were doing. Cluster it together, give it purpose, give it a little home, and it's gonna look so much better, okay? So that's vignette number 1. Now, y'all have any questions before we move up a shelf here? Yes, that's a good point. Donna says, sometimes I still switch things around for a few days. The more I look at it, you have to tweak it. It's a process, 1000%. I'll be sitting in the living room and I look up, I'm like, why do I have that right there? That's too small, or that's too big, or that needs to be angled this way. Sometimes you do have to just walk away and then come back look at it later with a set of fresh eyes, but it's okay if you don't get it right the first time. Thank you, Debbie. All right, let's move on to the next shelf. All right, so this one, we're creating a grouping of 5. I've got this large red reindeer. This one, yep, I was gonna say, this one came from TJ Maxx, still of course has a tag on it, last year. And I'm gonna use this as my large item. So clearly when you're doing more, we're gonna do 5 items instead of 3. When you're doing more than 3 items, you're not gonna have just large, medium, small. You're gonna have extra large, large, medium, small, extra small, I guess. But with a grouping of 5, it's more just about having that variety in the sizes. The last thing you want to do is have a grouping where everything is the same size. It just is not as appealing to the eye. So we're going to start with our largest thing, and it's going to kind of go to the back here in this corner because it's the largest. You don't want to put your largest thing in the front and have it blocking all the other things. The only thing, no, I am done with the coffee. Should I tell them what I said when you got here? I said, Kelly got here and I was eating my lunch or whatever. And I said, I feel like I'm sitting here sobering up. And she was dying. And not from drinking, but from my coffee. I'm like, I need some carbs to balance out the caffeine. So I'm feeling way less jittery because also I had not eaten before that last live. And I had 3 cups of coffee. So that was a poor life choice. I'm much better now. I'm all sobered up. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. So, what was I saying? I know another thing I was going to say is, you guys, thank you for laughing. Okay. You also want to kind of angle your item. So here's a good example. I don't want to put this reindeer flat against the back of the bookshelf. I want to angle it in towards whatever you're decorating. So it kind of, how would you say that? Towards the room or something. So since obviously I don't want to angle it this way because then it looks like our reindeer's mad and he's looking away. I want to angle it in towards the bookcase and towards the room so that you see the good part of the reindeer, if that makes sense, okay?
Unless you're styling just one area of the shelf, like they were saying on the smaller shelf.
Yes, well, yes, exactly. If you're just doing one, since I'm doing both ends of my bookcase, like these things will kind of be angled in, this side will kind of be angled in this way. But if you're just doing one thing in the middle, you don't, well, you still kind of do angle a little bit.
In the vignette.
In the vignette. Yeah. Yep. Does that make sense? Yeah, towards the middle. Exactly. So if you're kind of on the left side, you're going to angle it
To the right.
to the right. Yeah. And then vice versa. Got it. Okay. So, you become obsessed with creating the correct angle. The angles are everything, Deb. And maybe that's why, for whoever was saying they still kind of have a hard time, it could be your angles. Angles really do, they help a ton, okay? So I'm going to use this as my next little item, and I'm just going to set this little tree. I've had that for 100 years, not really, but a long time. So we're going to set that right there, okay? So that's going to be our next little tier. This next thing, this is a good little tip, okay? I told you that we're creating in odd numbers. I need a shirt that says angles are everything. Angles are everything. That's true though. That's even true when you take pictures of people. It's all about the angles. Don't be coming at me with the camera down here showing 17 chins. No, you got to get the good angles. Oh gosh, don't get me started. But okay, this is a little stack of books. These are just some antique vintage books from like an antique store. I love to use these as like risers for some of my stuff. When you're using something like books, or if you're using a wood tray riser or whatever the case may be, it doesn't count as an item, okay? So we're creating a vignette of 5, but this, let's see, what's gonna go, that's gonna, no, the sign we just made is gonna go on top of there. So we're gonna put this little sign that we just made earlier today on top of our books. This is one item, okay? I'm trying to think of what another example, like over here I have a stack of 3 books with a candle setting on top. That doesn't count as 4 items. This is one item. So pretend that these things are attached, basically, okay? So I'm gonna set my books up here on the shelf. Again, I'm angling them in. I don't wanna do them straight on like that. I'm gonna put them at a little bit of an angle, and I'll kind of adjust once I get this all up here and situated. But I'm angling them in towards the center. Okay, so Christy, that is a very complex question about, bookcases. And this live is more about vignettes, but I will say I have done bookshelf styling lives in the DC, in the decorating and creating community, where we go over more, because not all bookcases are created equal. And there are some different rules and tips and tricks. As far as like on one shelf, you'll do a grouping of 3, and then you might want to do a grouping of 5. There's a lot of different things. So if you do join the DC, yes, this is the type of stuff I do in the DC, Debbie, all the time. So that's what I was going to say. When you join the DC, you get access to the entire library of videos. So a lot of ladies that join say that they binge watch it like the Netflix, but you can go and watch everything I've ever done. So you could search in the group for bookshelf styling and see full videos on, how I do different bookshelves. Cause that's a whole nother animal and a whole nother thing. But if anybody that's in there, or if you join, you can, have access to all of the things. But yes, these are the kind of, oh, Terry joined the DC. Whoop, whoop. Terry, I'm glad to have you. I do, why do some people put their books backwards? And you can put them either way, Anna. It's just personal preference. So, but these are the kind of decorating tutorials I do all the time in the DC. We have styled mantles. We've done tablescapes. We've done bookshelves. We've done pillows. We've done baskets. We've done, bedrooms, beds, all the things, you guys. Christmas trees, anything and everything you can think of. I'm an open book in there. I try to share as much as I can of the behind the scenes. And a lot of times too, even if I don't decorate a space live in there, I will go live after it's decorated, and we'll talk about it. And I'll tell them, okay, this is why I did this. This is why I did this. Jill, the DC is $19 a month. If you sign up before November 4th, we are going to be increasing the price for new people after that. So it'll be $25 a month after that. All current people get grandfathered in. But if you all sign up before November 4th, you will be grandfathered in and locked in for $19, which is literally an insane value for all you get, okay? I don't know any other decorator / crafter. Like, it's a lot of valuable information. Plus the perks, the early access, the community, the printable. You get a lot for that. Debbie says, I'm thinking of joining. I could binge watch while recovering from knee replacement in December. Yes, Debbie, that would be the perfect thing to binge for sure. Jen says, you will not regret joining the DC. Thank you. Jill, what do you get with the DC? You get decorating and crafting tutorials that are exclusive to the DC. That means I don't do them, on the main page. It's all held in a private Facebook group, so you get the community aspect where we're like family in there. You get a closer connection to me and just more time with me because I'm live in there all the time. And then you get a printable every month that's exclusive to the group. You get a discount to the shop. You get early access to my sale items. They get to pre-order before everybody else pre-orders. They often get discounts or freebies on workshops and different things I do. Like, it's truly the VIP of the VIP. It's the VIP group. That's what it is. And so, did I forget anything? We do virtual craft nights in there where we craft over Zoom and all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys. It is a great price. It is great. Let's see. When I joined the DC about a year ago, I was able to style shelves and tables. I was good at styling furniture, but couldn't add the magic of the decor. And you've learned so much. That's awesome, Deb. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. So we've got our books. Now we're going to take our cute little sign that we made earlier, and we are going to get it set up there, hopefully. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that just counts as one item. April just joined the DC. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Angela. Okay, so that is our next item. So next, we're going to add our cute little, look, y'all, I added a bow. When Kelly got here, she said, remember you were going to add a bow. I said, oh no, I did not remember that. And because I got a little gold rub and buff on it, and it ended up covering that up really good. So I think that looks super cute. You don't have to add a bow, but if you wanted to add a bow, you could. So we're going to set that right here in front of that. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see how we have varying sizes. Not one thing is the exact size of the other thing. So last but not least, we're going to take this little gift that came from the TJs, I don't know, last year or the year before. Where did I have this one? You know what? Okay, I need to move all of this stuff up because I didn't leave enough room for my little gift. So we're going to move that up. We're going to kind of move that back a little bit. Is that how I had it? You know what? I'm going to try something. Nope, don't like it. I thought maybe that would look cute to have that setting down, but it does not. It does not. Thank you, yeah. Okay, perfect. There we go. There we go. You like it with the bow? Yes, a mistake is an opportunity to embellish. I love that, Susan. Exactly. So there we go. We've got extra large, large. I guess this would be medium, small, extra small, or small, extra small, because this is our smallest thing. But the main thing is we've got a variety of sizes. We brought in the texture with the greenery. Your friend Terry joined the DC and the PC. Teresa, how cool is that? I love that. I love it. I love it. We've got, the different textures. We're kind of staying within the same color scheme. We've got our reds and our greens. We've got the little splashes of gold. Of course, we have some gold right here, and I don't know if you can tell, but this little tree has some gold in it. And so it just kind of ties it all together. Super, super, super cute. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can angle this way real quick. There's my pumpkins. I told y'all I still got pumpkins. I'm going to take my, my little craft from Jingle and Mingle that we made, and I'm going to set this right here in the middle. And we're just going to do a singular thing right there. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's so cute. Janet says, we are privileged in the DC and PC is the greatest ever. You will absolutely love Stacy and what she does for us. Thank you, Janet. You're so sweet. So that looks super, super cute. Sometimes I like, and I don't know for sure, I'm going to have to take a picture. I'm going to have to do all the things. I have these corbel things that I've had forever. And sometimes when I do a singular thing in the middle right there, I like to put these on the side. I also think this would be really cute to layer with a couple other things. but I have not gone through all my Christmas bins yet, and I just didn't have time to fully dig. So I may end up changing that and doing like a layered kind of situation, but I do love kind of taking those. Did I do that the right way? Yeah. And just on either side, like so. Y'all, there we are. Are we back? Are we back? Hopefully. Oh, we lost a lot of people. I'm sorry, you guys. I lost my connection. Hopefully they'll come back. Come back. Come back. Okay, they're coming back. They're coming back. Can y'all hear me okay? I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. I don't know why that happened. That's very obnoxious. We should have good Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm back. Are y'all back? I'm back. Are y'all back? Bueller. Bueller. They're still saying frozen. Is it frozen?
Tell them to go back out.
Okay, go out and come back in. But I think my jeans, these are Good American brand, Carla. I think from Dillard's. Okay, y'all are still saying frozen, but I'm hoping that that's delayed and that you can actually. Okay. Kelly says I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Woo! Oh, thank you, Joyce. Yes, thank you, Kathy. So anyways, I don't know where it cut me off. But what I was saying was, I love the way that looks because it just kind of fills up that space. How cute does that look with that project we made? But then also, I may end up moving some of this around, you guys. It keeps replaying the same thing, they say. Are you kidding me? Turn the volume on and see. Oh my gosh. It keeps replaying the same thing, they say.
Now you're okay.
Am I okay now?
It's delayed a lot.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm back on Wi-Fi. Am I back?
Yeah. Yeah. You're back.
Okay, I'm back. Am I back? You guys. Oh, not today, technology.
You said you put the same corbel in 50 times.
The same what?
Corbel's up 50 times.
Oh, I was like putting it up 50 times. Okay, we're good. You guys, Mark Zuckerberg, what you doing? Don't be messing with my Christmas Create and Decorate Week, Marky Z. Come on now. Marky Z's the owner of Facebook, if y'all don't know. And he's messing with me today. Okay, we're good. Well, so after you saw me put the corbel up there 50 times, what I was saying was, this is a really cute way to kind of accent one singular thing. I may end up layering some other stuff. It's going to depend on what I do. I still have this side of my bookshelf to decorate. I still have the top. I still have all the things. Maybe we'll do this in the DC next month and kind of fully finish it up. But this is obviously a good start. I hope that this is helpful for you guys. Do y'all have any questions about creating vignettes and just kind of the rule of odds? They call it the rule of threes, but really it can be the rule of threes, the rule of fives, etc. I promise you, if you will take the time to think about your decor and vignettes, it's going to change the way your home looks. Hands down, it's going to make your decor. Probably one of the most common things that I see is overcrowding and I know we all love our stuff and we all want to show it off, but when you have too much stuff on any given surface and space, people don't know where to look. And they're not going to be like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest tree. Where'd you get that? And you're going to be like, I made that. Because if there's 100 things lined up, they're just not going to know where to look. And so it really, really will be a game changer for you guys, not only for Christmas and your Christmas decorating, but for all the time. When do you go live with the DC girls? Typically on Tuesdays at 12:30, Joyce. Sometimes that varies a little bit if there's just different things going on, but I try to kind of stick to Tuesdays. Every month at the beginning of the month, I release a schedule in the DC group, and so they know exactly when I'm going to be live. There's other things that we do in there too that are every week I'm live doing something, decorating, crafting, whatever. Or just, we do pop-ins where I just come in to chat. Kelly and I might be doing something fun on Friday in the DC. So if you're in the DC, be looking for a fun, pop-in from us on Friday. It's going to be fun. But then, we also have we do a decorating show and tell post. Oh, this is something I haven't told you guys. We do a decorating show and tell post where you can post your decor, your home, whatever. We do a DIY show and tell post. We have a prayer thread in there every month that gets posted. They get their printable. Am I forgetting anything as far as the standing post? I don't think so. But what I was going to say was, oh my gosh, what was I going to say? It made me think of something. That you can post in the DC at any time. If you just want to show something off, but B, if you're working on something and you need help and you're like, I don't know if this looks right. It is a safe place, no judgment zone where you can literally be like, I'm struggling with my mantle. Do you guys like this on the end or this on the end? Or what would you, are we going to model our wardrobe, she says. I don't know about that, but we'll definitely take pictures. So, but you can, post your pictures and ask questions to get advice and feedback from myself and the other ladies. And again, that is something I have always offered in the DC. I try to be as accessible to the DC group as I can. I can't be in there 24/7, but I am in there daily, checking the posts, replying to people, commenting, just loving on those ladies, because it's truly it's an awesome community, and they're like family to me. The difference between the DC and PC, total opposites, Christy. So the DC is the decorating and creating community. That's why I call it the DC for short, because that's a mouthful. So that is my private group. It's a private Facebook group, lives, crafting, decorating, all the things I've been talking about. Where the Printable Club is printables only, digital downloads. You have your member area that you log into and get the downloads, but you don't have the Facebook group and the community aspect and all of that. And so you're going to live in the DC group and the PC. Yes, you're going to love them both. So that's the difference. I mean, and they go hand in hand. I honestly, and I know, listen, please hear me. I know not everybody can do all the things, and I don't expect everybody to do all the things. And I know a couple of y'all have asked during this week, like, if I could only pick one, what should I do? This is why I wanted to do this week, to be able to talk about all the different things I do. I want to show you how you can get connected if you want to get connected, and you have to do what feels right for you. If you are more into crafting and you're like, give me all the printables and I just want to take them and do what I want to do with them, then Printable Club's going to be perfect for you. If you love the crafting and the decorating and the printables, then you're going to want to be in the DC and have that extra, the tutorials and things from me. But that's why so many ladies are double dippers or triple dippers, because they go hand in hand. We kind of say that the DC is like Printable Club Plus, because you get, if you're in Printable Club, you get the printables, but then you also get a lot of extra in the DC, not all revolving around printables, but we do printable stuff in there. So you can't, what's that? Apples to apple. Oh, apples to orange.
Can't compare.
Yeah, you can't compare. They're just totally opposite, but they complement each other. Everything I do complements the other thing. It's not like I have a random fishing subscription and teach you about fishing. I don't even know how to fish, but everything goes hand in hand. So then you have the Pillow Cover Club. And Pillow Cover Club, that is a way I can physically help you make your homes even cuter, more beautiful, spruce up a space by sending you a pillow cover that I design. I design everything, you guys, is done with so much thought and consideration, to where my goal is to help make your houses beautiful, create beautiful spaces, and do it with ease and without stress. So you're going to have a printable that matches your pillow cover. You're going to have all these other, the fishing subscriptions coming in 2025, Melissa. And we're going to call it the Incredible Club. And so I'm glad you found me this week too. Oh, Joyce, that's so cool. I love that. But everything kind of goes hand in hand. The things that we make and create in the DC, they're going to coordinate with all the other things we're doing, because I'm trying to make a coordinated home for myself. And so along the way, I'm teaching you guys to do the same. And so, I hope that if you feel that it's right for you to be a part of one of these memberships, if you feel like if you've enjoyed this week, you're going to enjoy the DC for sure. Because this week is basically the DC. This has felt a lot like what I do inside the DC. So if you've loved this, you're going to love the DC. If you've loved the printable crafts, you're going to love Printable Club. If you love cute pillows, you're going to love Pillow Cover Club, which Pillow Cover Club, I think we have less than 30 spots left. So that one is close to being sold out. You have till tomorrow night to join that one. The other ones are all going to be open until November 4th. And then, like I said, you guys, we're closing the doors because 2025 is just going to be different. We're not going to be open all the time in these groups. And so the doors are closing to Printable Club. The doors are closing to the DC, and they're going to be closed for the rest of the year so that I can focus and love on the people that are there in the groups and not feel like, you know, I'm doing this where I'm, you know, talking to y'all about, come on, join. Like, I want to love on the people that are there because we have an awesome community. Debbie just joined the DC. Whoop, whoop, Debbie. I love it. Cheryl says, I've learned a lot in the DC. I have too much decor, so still need to cut back. That's okay. That's part of the process, Cheryl. We gotta purge where we gotta purge and be willing to let go sometimes, which isn't always easy, but it's necessary. What is whisper shopping? So that's just a little something that I do on the page where I go shopping and I record myself. Either I go live or stories or videos, but I whisper because it's awkward when you film yourself in stores. So I just started calling it whisper shopping and it kind of stuck, but I love to shop and I love to share. The $19 rate, it goes up after November 4th. So we're closing the doors November 5th. You have till November 4th at midnight. The doors will be closed till after the first of the year. When we reopen in January, there will be an increase to the 25. Connie just joined the Printable Club yesterday. You'll have to look into the other ones. Yes, Connie would love, y'all comment, connect. If you want the information for all three, that way you can go to the pages, you can read about them, you can make a good informed decision. Everything that I do, you can cancel at any time. No hard feelings. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to, track you down and be like, why'd you leave? Do you not like me? Now I might cry myself to sleep. No, I'm kidding. I won't, but literally no hard feelings. So, Kathy says I would cut out many other things to be able to stay as a triple dipper. Kathy, why are you so sweet? DC is $19 a month right now. Yes, comment, connect. Okay, Lucinda, definitely go back and watch the replay of this because I've talked about it, several times on this live. So that I think that'll give you some more clarity on what the DC is and what all the things. And I want to say this too, you guys. Oh my gosh, Joyce says she's been here 3 days and she's already a double dipper. Aww. Joyce, I love that. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, Lisa says, join PC earlier and now I plan to join DC for sure. That's so awesome. But I want y'all to know too, nothing changes here on the page, okay? I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be doing my normal thing. I still show up. I just do a lot behind the scenes that y'all don't always see because I'm live in the DC or I'm designing for Printable Club, designing pillows. There's a lot that I do on a daily basis, but I'm still gonna be here on the page. So if it's not the right time for you, if it's not a good fit for you to be, connected into one of the groups, that's okay, you guys. I'm still going to be here sharing, giving y'all inspiration, ideas as much as I physically, humanly possibly can without stretching myself just too thin, You've got some things out to be a triple dipper, Angela. Well, hey, as of today, you're getting 6 months free in the PC. So that should help a little bit. If you're in the DC, do you get the printables if you're not in the PC? No. So Printable Club is totally separate. You would have to be in both if you want all the printables plus the DC membership. You do get one printable a month in the DC that's just an exclusive one to them. So if you just want that little taste of printables, you could be in the DC. But if you want both fully, then you have to be in both because they're just total opposites. Okay, scrolling down. Do y'all have any last minute questions before I hop off of here? I feel a little sad. Do you, Kelly?
Yes. We've had a good week.
We have had a good week. It's been fun and it's just been, it has filled my cup and made me so happy. I hope it has y'all as well. I know no elf hats or spider visits. I thought about that elf hat. I haven't found it in my Christmas bins yet, but I thought, I feel like that elf hat brings bad luck. His spiders come when the elf hat comes out. So if you don't know the story, that's a good one for another day. The DC is worth every penny. Best subscription you ever been in. Joined last January. Wasn't in a great place. And being in the DC totally lifted my spirits and gave me joy in decorating and crafting again. Oh my gosh. I could cry every time I think about getting to meet Stacy in April. I'm screenshotting that. Do you see Vicky's comment? Can you screenshot it for me? That's the sweetest. I have a smile file. Do y'all know this? And that's going in my smile file, Vicky. Thank you for saying that. That means the world to me, and I cannot wait to meet you and hug your neck in April. That's going to be amazing. It's been so fun. Kathy, how do you join the DC? Comment DC girl or comment connect, either one, or the link is pinned right here. Take you whisper shopping today. Judy, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to go whisper shopping today. I've been live 6 times in 3 days. That's a lot, you guys. It's been fun, but I am tired. I am tired. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it, Jan. It's been fun. If you end up obviously watching this on the replay, be sure you say hello and talk to us and do all the things. We'll come back and check replay comments and stuff. But thank you guys. This was fun. I cannot wait to share. After Kelly and I are headed out of town this weekend, but after I get back, it's going to be on, and we're going to be, you want to come say bye too? It's going to be on, and we're going to be decorating, and you're going to help me, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Of course.
Right? You better say yes. You better say yes. She's going to come help me decorate. Isn't that nice? I even texted a friend and said, help. I think we need.
She phoned a friend.
I phoned a friend. I said, this is what I said to my friend. I said, friend, do you love me? You want to come help me decorate for Christmas? Oh gosh. Anyways, y'all, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. We always do. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon in the DC, the PC, the PCC, or here on the page, wherever the cards may land. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.